This episode of TechnoBuffalo is brought to you by Harry's. What's up, everyone? Welcome back to the episode of Ask the Buffalo. I'm your host, John Rettinger. It's the show where you can ask me any question you've got from the world of technology and sometimes outside of it. We got a couple outside of it this week, got a couple inside of it this week. We got a nice variety of questions. Is that Ask the Buffalo? Let's go ahead and get started. First question comes from Twitter, at Jack Holden asks, at John4Lakers, what do you think of the Moto 360? Do you think it'll make people want to invest in a smartwatch? Ask the B. Very good question. So if you use any of the current generation Android Wear watches, the experience can be exactly the same, save for different watch faces. So it's not going to be like a crazy radical new approach to Android Wear. What it is going to be is the best looking approach to Android Wear. The Moto 360 is freaking awesome to look at. The button on it looks like a regular dial on a normal analog watch. It just looks really, really good. The watch face looks almost like it's not even digital at all. They did an incredible job with the design. As far as I'm concerned, it's like you're wearing a piece of art that also has some function to it. So yeah, I do think something like 360 is going to help sort of push it forward. It's less sort of boxy, it's less clunky, and it looks way more elegant. And maybe that'll help change the perception of sort of these, square digital looking screens people are wearing on their wrists. Next question comes from Peter McPumpkin, PhD US. I really miss John Buffalo's rants. Riffs are nice, but rants are better. What are the chances of doing a blood-boiling Buffalo's rants episode? Rettinger's Rants might be coming back. It was a show I did in place of riffs when I get really mad at something every week. But the problem is, I'm not that mad a person. So there wasn't something that got me mad every week and it didn't feel right to being mad. I wasn't gonna fake it. We changed the topic to riffs, but if there is something that pisses me off, you can damn well bet I will sit in this chair and I will be pissed off about it. Next question comes from Cynthia Joseph Wright, who asks, if you had to become a tech reviewer, what other career choice would you have chosen? So before high school, I always thought that I wanted to go into politics. I've always sort of wanted to try and change the world for the better. But after I finished college, I was pretty set on going to be a lawyer. I had taken the LSAT, which is a test that you need to sort of apply to law school. I already started applying to law schools, and my parents convinced me after school to work in a law firm for a year before I actually went to school. So I did. I worked in a law firm in downtown LA, and I'm very happy they sort of asked me to do that because I hated it. I was miserable. I saw the life these first year associates had, and it was no life at all. It just wasn't for me, so I really reevaluated what I wanted to do. And right after that, I got into marketing and advertising, which sort of got me sort of used to the video work that I'm doing now. I used to do event mail and direct marketing for Honda and Acura, and then I moved after there down to Orange County from LA, and I started working for the company I worked at before, TechnoBuffalo, where I was running a marketing department for a software development firm. So that was my sort of career progression. Next question comes from Twitter. It's from Chase Giles, who asked, at John4Lakers, what phone do you find most aesthetically pleasing to the eye and the hand? So I think two things. So nothing to do with specs, how the phones look and how the phones feel. I think the best looking phone right now is the HTC One M8. I think the best phone to hold in the hand is gotta be the OnePlus One. I love the way that phone feels. The back of that device is so nice. And I've held a lot of phones. I really love the way that one feels. Let me interrupt the questions for one quick sec, although I know I've changed locations to thank our friends at Harry's. Listen, take it from me, starting a business is not easy to do, especially when you're trying to disrupt the crazy old shaving industry. Harry's is less than 1 year old, and they are offering better shaving experience at way better prices than the giants like Schick and Gillette. They also make pretty awesome, amazing German engineered blades, and they care so much about quality. They just purchased their own 93-year-old German factory. So they've got the executive pedigree too to be successful. Jeff, their co-founder, also co-founded the eyewear brand Warby Parker, which Brandon absolutely loves, and there's so many similarities to the disruptive models. They pretty much emphasize design, meticulous craftsmanship, amazing value, and highly personal and dedicated customer service. So go to harrys.com. I got a hairy forehead. Use promo code TECHNO and save $5 off your first purchase. If you want to spend 15 bucks, it gets you a set that includes a handle, 3 blades, shave cream, shipped right to your door. Harry's even offers a custom engraving option to engrave your initials on your razor, so your girlfriend, wife, significant other no longer get any excuses to claim she thought her razor was yours. Next question comes from Josh. Hey John, since you now have been doing streams on Twitch, are there any new games you haven't played that you're willing to try out? Are you ready for that Ghost Pepper Challenge if you hit 10,000 followers on Twitch in 6 months? So we have a new Twitch channel. It's twitch.tv/TechnoBuffalo, where we play the latest games, old games, classic games, and I will play any game out there, whether I played it before or I suck at it or not. I will try absolutely any game. So you guys go over, check out the channel, tell us what games you want to see us play, and we will play them. We do regular streams almost every day, every single week. We have a full calendar out there. We love for you guys to join us. I'll put a link to it down below, but again, it's twitch.tv/TechnoBuffalo. And if we get to 10,000 followers on the channel in the first 6 months, I will do the ghost pepper challenge, but I'll do my own twist on it. So I will eat a ghost pepper, which is supposedly one of the world's hottest peppers. Then I will film a video immediately afterwards, a phone unboxing or something where you have to sort of see my face try and open something up or do a video. I don't do that well with spicy stuff, but I'm willing to do it and take one for the team. And the last question comes from @Danny3D, who asked @John4Lakers, will the iOS 8 improvements with widgets and extendability along with bigger screens influence your daily driver choice? #AskTheBee. When I'm not reviewing phones, I sort of go back and forth with my daily driver. I sort of get on an Android kick where I'll use Android for 6 months straight, and then I'll sort of be like, iOS is easier, I'll switch and I'll use iOS, and I'll go back and forth. So it doesn't really gonna affect my daily driver choice at all. I will say though, I love bigger screen phones, and I've always sort of liked the larger size. Maybe my eyesight's not that bad, so things looking bigger has always been better for me. So I'm really excited to see what other secrets Apple has in store for iOS 8 and the iPhone 6 or the 6L, whatever they decide to call it. So no, it's not going to affect my choice, but I'm still excited just as a phone geek. Thank you guys for watching their episode of Ask the Buffalo. Hope you enjoyed. If you want to have a question featured every Tuesday on TechnoBuffalo.com, we put up a call for questions. Just leave them in the description. Otherwise, you can send it to me on Twitter @John4Lakers or @TechnoBuffalo any time of day, any day of the week. Just use #AskTheBee. See you guys next video. Thank you guys for watching this video. We hope you enjoyed it. If you want to be up to date on what's coming next in the world of consumer electronics, hit the big subscribe button right down below.